A new Final Destination film released in the theaters a couple of weekends ago. I reviewed the movie, I ranked all of the movies, and today I'm going to rank all 6 Final Destination movies. But this time, we're only ranking them off the kills. We're not ranking them about the movies themselves. We're not ranking them on how much I like the movies. We're ranking them on how good the kills are. Before I give you my ranking, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what are your opinions on the Final Destination movies based on the kills, and which one's your favorite, which one's your least favorite, and what's all in between. And with that said, thank you guys for clicking on this video. And number 6 is Final Destination 4, or The Final Destination, or Final Destination 3D. Look, this is the majority of people's least favorite movie in this franchise. It wasn't mine. It honestly was not my least favorite movie in this franchise. I didn't love the movie, but I found it had enough enjoyment to it. And part of that is because the kills are just so schlocky and dumb, made no sense. But compared to the rest of the franchise, the kills aren't good. I mean, they're really not. Every single kill in this movie, in the rest of the franchise rather, the kills that they do are special. They elaborate them out. They find all these individual little pieces that they can use to force this to be a kill. And this one, it's like, it tries to do that. And then, like, the kills just don't use that whatsoever. They don't use the mechanism that the rest of the franchise does. We have the kill where she gets a rock through the eye. We got the pool kill. They're okay. There's blood. It's mainly used for 3D effects, like blah, 3D flying right at your face. They're not terrible. They're schlocky and entertaining, but out of all of them, they're like just that for schlockiness. It's not one kill that made me go, okay, yeah, that was one of the best of the franchise. It's just like, okay. The kills aren't the best. But for the movie itself, it's just so schlocky and fun that it's definitely not even close to my favorite of the franchise, but it is not a terrible movie like a lot of people say. Well, it probably is a terrible movie, but terrible to be fun. Number 5, Final Destination 3. Now, this one was a little bit frustrating to go with the kills because, like we'll talk about later on, the one that came before this, really good kills. Just didn't really do much for me, the kill side of things. There are 2 good kills here. It's the one where they're in the line for the drive-thru and the truck comes down and ended up going a saw blade through the guy's head. That's a pretty good kill. And then the nail gun scene was a pretty good kill as well. But this is one because the final premonition or the beginning premonition rather, kind of disappointed me. Where the first premonition in the movies are always supposed to be the best. And in this one, it taps into the fear of roller coasters. A fear that I love roller coasters, but every time I get on, I'm like, oh, what happens? What happens if it breaks when we're on it? And the setup for that kill, the premonition setup, was amazing. Probably the best of the franchise. But the kill itself, the actual thing where the people die, the execution wasn't my favorite. Where it is nice that we get to see our characters be sad that their friends are dead. They kind of lost that in Final Destination 2. But it's just, I don't know. It's just frustrating because that kill wasn't the best. And then there's like the tanning bed sequence it's a good kill. It's an alright kill. But there is 2 great kills in this movie. The rest of the kills, considering that we left off on Final Destination 2, which has, that movie's going to be much higher on the kill list. This movie, kill-wise, it didn't do that much for me. Coming in 4th place, Final Destination 5, and I'm kind of on the same boat with this one as 3. This one specifically because it doesn't really have that one memorable kill. We have the bridge sequence, which I think is a great premonition sequence. I think what they do there, it does do the 3D sploosh effects, but it is still a pretty good sequence, I think. Just tap into that fear of what if you're on a bridge and the bridge starts crashing. And it does that really well. The kills in that sequence are really good. And then we get the sequence with the guy on the massage bed with all the pins stuck on him and how he dies. That's a good kill. For the life of me, I'm trying to remember other specific kills in this movie. The movie's better, one of the better movies in the franchise because it's better as a movie. Kill-wise, it's not all that great. If the premonition was just as disappointing as Final Destination 3, I think it'd be lower than Final Destination 3, but the premonition sequence was really, really good. And, I don't know, just these last 2 movies I've talked about, heck, even with after Final Destination 2 with 3, 4, and 5, my final 3, after Final Destination 2, the kills just don't get that great. The kills are still fine, they're entertaining, they're not as memorable. There's not that one memorable kill that sticks out in this movie. Number 3, Final Destination 1. Let's just be perfectly clear. The Final Destination 5, kill-wise, probably like a B-, a C+. Final Destination 1, I'd say kill-wise is an A-. This movie is so original. The movie itself was one of my favorites of the franchise just because of how original the movie is, how it spawned kind of that original franchise, and the kills here are really good. We start off with that plane sequence, which a lot of people might say, yeah, it's not the best premonition sequence, like you're just seeing stuff explode, it's not like all that scary, but it taps in that fear of planes, and you know, it is kind of scary, it's just not shaped in the right way. But after that, all the kills get great. Whether you get the best friend kill where he's in the shower and the thing wraps around his neck and he's desperately trying to call for help while clawing at his neck over and over and over again to no prevail. That is a fantastic kill. Then you get the kill of the teacher in her home, which is another great kill. It does what this franchise does so well, sets up numerous things. Each kill in this movie sets up numerous things. Every time that something happens in this movie, like, you look at something, you're like, oh, that could kill him, but that could kill him, that could kill him. It kind of shapes your way that you look at things in real life. And so the kills were really, really good. The thing that held this one a little bit lower on the list, because for me, more of the movie goes on, especially in that third act, final 20 minutes, not as investing as the rest of the movie. Like, the kills, like the final kill sequence, the kind of final scene like that, just like electricity flying everywhere and you don't know what's happening, it's not really all that. But I mean, then you get like a sequence on a train where the train comes through and it shoots a thing and slices the guy's heads off. The kills are really good, but the story itself gets a little bit convoluted in the third act of the movie, and so does that final kill, or the setup for that final kill gets a little bit convoluted. That's the only reason it's not my 2 or 1. At my number 2 spot, Final Destination 2. This movie takes everything that was amazing about the first movie, elevates it. Story-wise, everything that was not all that great from that first movie kind of makes it the worst, which is why this is my personal least favorite film of the franchise. It's still a good movie. The kills are phenomenal in this movie. They're some of the best kills. Whether you get that log truck sequence in the beginning that genuinely scarred an entire generation, or you get later on in the film where you get the sequence literally right after that where he sticks his hand in the garbage disposal. I think that's going to do something with it. But it turns out that it's just going to be a ladder to the eyeball. That sequence is phenomenal. And then the movie itself kind of loses a little bit of steam there. Goes a little bit slow. But then we get the sequence where the dentist sequence, where again, you're like, oh, how is this going to go wrong? This could happen. This could happen. This could happen. And it subverts your expectations. Every kill in this movie subverts your expectations to what is actually going to happen. And then he gets the giant glass panel dropped on him. It's freaking awesome. Later on in the movie, you get like the kill with the thing through the backseat of the car, and it just goes through her head, and then you get the same car explosion, and the fence comes and chops the guy in half. Great kills. Great, memorable kills. Some of the best kills in the franchise. Unfortunately for the movie, the story couldn't do much, but the kills in this movie, that's why we're ranking them off the kills, because the kills in this movie, probably the best kills in the franchise, except my number 1. My number 1, I just got a little bit of bias-y towards probably recency bias, but still, Final Destination 2 had the best kills of the franchise. I just wish the story for that movie could be a little bit better. But my number 1, Final Destination Bloodlines. I get everyone's complaint. Oh, the CGI. The kills are CGI, and they're not that much practical effects like the originals had. Yeah, I get that. But every kill, me and my best friend who went to see this movie had our jaw on the ground, man. These kills were peak. You get the opening premonition sequence, which is the best out of the franchise by a long shot, which it just taps on that fear of heights. You're in this building and everything that could go wrong goes wrong. You have all these moving parts in the movie and it's awesome. Or you get the kill with the grandma where the thing comes and shoots through the back of her head out through her mouth. Both got us to jump. Lawnmower kill, I think, is the weakest out of the movie. But we get to kill the MRI scene where the one guy's dying off a peanut butter allergy, and then the MRI thing turns on and he's got all the piercings. He's even got a penis piercing, and he just rips his entire body through the MRI machine. Such a cool kill. And then you get that third act, some pretty cool kills there as well. The mom's death, the other kill that is in that third act. So some phenomenal kills. Yes, I get it. They're CGI heavy, but the kills genuinely cringe-inducing. Me and my best friend were like, oh, the whole entire movie. If the movie makes you do that, I think for the franchise, it could be recency bias. Final Destination 2 might have a little bit better kills, but for this one, the kills got to me, and I loved them. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Stay tuned for a Mission Impossible ranking here in the coming days, and with that said, subscribe.